Welcome back, everyone. It's Abdallah here with another exciting episode of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. We are at the crossroads right now because on our previous episode, we kind of tricked the witches into thinking that they got Espella, but Professor Layton pulled a smooth one on them. And unfortunately, we got sucked into the book somehow. Anyway, we're at this screen where we want to save. I didn't want to miss any cutscenes or anything like that, so we're going to continue right off the bat. Before we get started, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, show your support for the series, and definitely tweet out using the hashtag Team Wright, as you guys can see over there. And I don't know if you noticed, but Phoenix Wright and Maya have been blinking and looking at you the entire time. True story. They're looking straight at you. All right, guys, let's do it. We're going to save. We're gonna save right over here. Yeah! Whoa, what in the world?
Who's there? Is somebody there? Oh, it's probably nothing, but... Hey! What are you doing? Oh!
What was that? It looked like self-defense, right? English turnabout. Ah, you guys know what turnabout means. Phoenix Wright. I'm feeling queasy. Oh my god, this is exactly like the Phoenix Wright games. Thank you. Come on, Nick. It's just like I said. Oh, Maya, what do you mean? You're such a worrywart. I knew you'd get all jittery before the trial. Why do they put worrywart in red? No, it's not like that. It's just, I didn't expect to have to stand in a foreign court. Yeah, we don't know much about the court system here. The Legal League of Attorneys would like this to be an exemplary case. So that'd make you an exemplary attorney. I hope you don't infect any British lawyers with your nervous attitude. You're making it sound like I'm a virus or something. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a defense attorney. Did they spell defense wrong? Rewind a couple seconds. And this is Maya Fey, my assistant of sorts. Of sorts? I guess I should explain why she's dressed up like that. But it's a long story, and we don't have the time. We've come to England on the Legal League of Attorneys Exchange. I'm acting as a representative of the American Legal League. You know, they probably sent you because you don't ever seem to be busy. We weren't supposed to stand in court, so we thought it'd be like a vacation. But here we are. As usual, we've been dragged into a strange case. Hey, Nick, so what do you suppose this trial's all about? What if it was this? Look, check out today's newspaper. Elusive jewel thieves at large in London. Scotland Yard on red alert. Wouldn't that be cool? Ugh, Maya, don't get your hopes up. We're here on an exchange. It should be a simple textbook trial. Really? London's a big city. What are the odds of us getting a case like that? Well, that's boring.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. How do you do? I am Miss Darklaw, teacher at the Alcott School for Young Women. Espella, this man is your defense lawyer.
Defense? Why do you spell defense with a C?
Pleased to meet you.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's like a robot. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Pleased to meet you. I'm Phoenix Wright. Your attorney? Pleased to meet you. What's with this girl? Can't she hear me? Is this girl the defendant in today's case? That is correct. She's the pupil I'd like you to represent. She's pleading guilty, so there's not much you need to do. Pleading guilty? I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution. What? What kind of request is that? Espella? What are you accused of? Have you not received the case materials? No, we haven't, and we weren't told of anything. My, forgive me for this oversight. Here is the case file. Attorney, defendant. The court hearing will begin now. Please proceed to the courtroom. So we're going in blind. Well then, I entrust Espella to you. That's... Wait, what? No way. I didn't even have the time to look through the case file. Espella, please be a good girl and don't cause any trouble. Did she just mumble something?
I'm not a witch.
Espella? What did you just say? Defense, let's not keep everyone waiting. Chop, chop. And so, another trial begins. And as always, I've got no idea what's going to happen.
All right. Let's do it, Nick.
Ha! The same, motions. Definitely the same motions as she has in the previous games. Awesome.
The court is now in session for the trial of Espella Cantabella.
Espella Cantabella. Really, that's her last name. Holy cow.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Sounds like a girl.
How about the defense? Are you ready?
Defense? Is that... Maybe it's a localization thing? Defense is spelled with an S. This is like defense. Like if you have a fence in your yard, you're going to get rid of the fence in your yard, so you defense it. Never mind, I'm thinking too small. Too close on something.
Yes. Well, I guess you could call it ready, Your Honor.
Those animations, wow, exactly like the game. That's cool.
I hear it's your first appearance in a British court.
Yes, I hear.
Well, yes, that's right.
The Legal League of Attorneys Exchange, was it? Sounds like fun. Hope you're enjoying the sights. You can take it easy today. Don't worry, Prosecutor Flinch will take care of everything.
He's treating us like amateurs, Nick.
Oh boy, this looks bad. Can I really defend this girl?
She's like brainwashed or something. Ah, I see. Well, since this is your first case here, I will ask you a few simple questions to make sure we're all on the same page. Oh, yes, that's fine by me. Dang, time to sink or swim. Answer my questions then, Mr. Wright. What is the name of the defendant? Espella? That would be Espella Cantabella, Your Honor. That is correct. Whew. That's the first hurdle. Phoenix was an option? That's hilarious. I see you're terribly proud of yourself for answering that basic question. Ugh. Let's move on to the next question. What is the nature of the offense? What crime is Espella accused of? You know, Espella seems like such a timid girl. You think it's something minor? Like shoplifting? Maybe. I wouldn't call it minor. It can't be anything major like that large-scale jewel theft. Please answer the question. Can you name the 2 offenses? Did he just say 2? Nick, think. What other petty offense could it be? I don't know. I'm clueless about this case. We weren't told anything about it at all. My. Could it be that our esteemed visitor left his common sense back home? All the evidence is in the court record. You haven't forgotten that, have you? Ah, that's it, the court record. Right, that's what you always refer to, the court record. Touch the court record icon at any time. Yeah, it just slipped my mind. It must be the nerves. Okay, let's check it now. Touch court record. The court record holds all the evidence from this case. I'd better take a look. Okay, here we go. Police records. All right, theft and assault. Note inflicted light injuries. All right. And we got a medical report. Light injury, laceration to the back of the head, hit with a long, blunt object. And we can look at profiles. Okay, pleads guilty. The defendant, Owl Coat School. Okay, their teacher. All right, so in our evidence, we got to remember, theft and assault, and she got light injuries, and then in the medical report, we're going to remember a laceration to the back of the head, hit with a long, blunt object. All right. Theft and assault. Right, defense. You've had enough time to ponder my question. What is Miss Cantabella accused of? Theft and assault. Ah, yes, I love that pose of Phoenix Wright where he's like slapping that paper with the back of his hand. Oh, it's genius. That's truly paying homage to the previous games in Phoenix Wright. That's awesome. Well, according to the case outline, it was theft and assault. Indeed, what disgusting crimes. Is that correct, defendant? Yes. No kidding. She doesn't look like a violent girl, at least not to me. Now that's settled. Prosecutor Flinch, please briefly outline the case for the court. Yes, Your Honor. The incident took place on a small freighter moored at the harbor on the River Thames. The freighter was carrying goods away from London. The defendant illegally boarded the ship and tried to steal some of its cargo. Ah, this is where we're getting to. But she was discovered by a crew member and captured by the ship's security guard. So she was caught red-handed. And she violently resisted when found by the crew member? Violently resisted? Indeed, she picked up a steel pipe and hit the crew member on the head. Sounds pretty vicious. So that's the assault she's accused of. And what did the defendant attempt to steal from the freighter? A stuffed toy, Your Honor. It's the Metropolitan Police mascot, PC Badger. Oh, Nick, I want one. I see that mascot made a career for itself in England. Who would have thought? I think we all have a clear picture of the incident now. The prosecution may begin. The prosecution calls its first witness. Please bring him in. There's something fishy about this trial. And there's something even fishier about my client. There isn't an ounce of expression on her face. I better keep my eyes wide open. Huh. Who's this dude? Oh, this is the guy with the flashlight.
Witness, state your name and profession.
A ship is always at risk at every hour, minute, and second. That's where I come in. I am a peacekeeper, the one and only guardian to an otherwise defenseless ship.
What?
The name Smiles. Johnny Smiles.
Johnny
Security guard
Smiles.
supreme.
Yeah, right. See, that's funny because throughout the Phoenix Wright games, they always have ridiculous names like Larry Butts. Oh man, I remember that dude. Anyway. Yes, according to the police report, the witness was patrolling the freighter on the night of the crime. Yeah, I was patrolling the freighter, and my expertly trained eyes have nothing unseen. What is that, chocolate bar? I'll go blind if you keep smiling like that. Very well, Mr. Smiles. We would like to hear your testimony. Describe what happened during your night patrol. Yes, sir. Johnny Smiles will reveal all. All right, witness testimony. Wow, exactly like the older games. Okay, here we go. Patrolling on the night of the crime. That night, I went on patrol as usual. ZZZO. My keen ears latched onto some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. I sprinted at full speed to the cargo hold, but I was too late to stop the blow. The next moment, I captured the criminal expertly. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene. And so, the woman you arrested was... It was the defendant, Espella Cantabella, sir. And as per standard patrolling procedures, all lights were on and you saw her clearly. Is that correct, Mr. Smiles? Yes, sir. I'm an expert after all. Huh? Is it just me, or did he hesitate before saying that? The defense may cross-examine the witness. Yes, sir. I'm starting to talk like that guy. Let us see now how skilled our visiting barrister is. Yes. By the way, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Our cross-examination procedure should be the same as anywhere else. But just in case, would you like to have it explained to you? The cross-examination procedure. Should I ask for an explanation? There's no... Well, you know what? For you guys at home who aren't familiar with the Phoenix Wright series, I might as well do it. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to refresh my memory. Nick, what are you thinking? That prosecutor is already patronizing us. Just imagine what he'll be like if you ask. But it's my first time in a British court. I'm kind of nervous. And my mind's just gone completely blank. Nick. Anyway, what you do is listen to the guard's testimony really carefully. Then if something's suspicious, you press the witness and see what happens. Press, huh? It does sound like what I've always been doing. Got it, Maya. I'll do my best. Okay, let's do it, Nick. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. So usually with this, you press on every single one of their phrases. Like, for example, this guy's got maybe like 6 or 7 phrases. You press on every single one of them in hopes that they reveal some contradiction. All right, that night, I went on patrol as usual, so you usually press that. Hold it! What's ZZZO? How many hats does this guy have? Ah, that's right. It's not something you'd know, not being a security professional. That's our special jargon. It's how we talk about the time in our trade. Let me get it straight, Mr. Professional. You're using letters to tell the time? See, ZZZO stands for 22:20, which is 10:20 p.m. Ah, right, so 10:20 p.m. That's very accurate. How can you be so sure about the time? Well, that's when the TV show I always watch in the security room ends. TV show? I meant to do the rounds at 10, but for a pro like me, it's just a guideline. That doesn't sound very professional. Anyway, I was patrolling the ship like I do every night. Your Honor, may I? What is it, Prosecutor Flinch? I would like to get the event straight while referring to this crime scene photo. The defendant and the crew member were fighting in the back of the cargo hold, is that correct? Yes, sir. They were fighting right under that emergency light. Some items are spilling out of the broken crate. Indeed, that crate was broken by the defendant with a steel pipe. Incidentally, the items we can see spilling out are stuffed toys depicting London's very own police mascot, PC Badger. I see. The crime scene photo shall be added to court record. Alright, so now we can examine that. The witness may continue his testimony. Okay, my keen ears latch onto some suspicious noises coming from the cargo hold. Ready? 3, 2, 1, hold it! That's the best part. And when you heard these noises, you immediately found them suspicious? That's right, an expert of my caliber can always tell when a noise is suspicious. The UK translations, the localization here, I think they missed out on that step. When my smiley sense starts tingling, it means there's a crime taking place. So can you tell us more about the noises you heard? It was, that's right, the sound of two women fighting. Naturally, I sprang into action, and I arrived at the crime scene in the blink of an eye. In other words, you went to the cargo hold because you heard strange noises, is that correct? Yes, that's about it. I'm back to where I started. Okay, so there's really no point in pressing that. I sprinted at full speed to the cargo hold, but it was too late to stop the blow. Hold it!
Hold it!
The blow? The defendant, Miss Cantabella, hit the crew member with a steel pipe, didn't she? Look at these hats. He's got a million hats. Yes, that's right. As I opened the door to the cargo hold, the defendant struck the victim's head. Had I arrived a second earlier, I would have gladly stopped the blow with my own head. I don't think a second would have made much of a difference. Don't take this expert too seriously, Maya. The witness saw the defendant deal the blow, is that correct? Yes, sir. I expertly witnessed the crime with my very own sparkling eyes. Is that so? I see. The next moment, I captured the criminal expertly.
Hold it!
And you claim the assailant was the defendant, Miss Cantabella? Precisely. Naturally, she abandoned all hope, seeing a security pro like myself join the scene. She dropped that steel pipe she was holding onto the floor with a clank. I see. That's what a guilty person would do in that situation. Exactly, Your Honor. There's no need to continue this cross-examination. Within seconds, I had established there was nothing out of order at the crime scene.
Hold it!
Are you sure you didn't notice anything unusual about the cargo hold? Not a thing. Well, aside from the defendant swinging that pipe around. Could someone else have been hiding in that room?
Objection!
The security guard patrolling the freighter is responsible for checking every corner. He would have spotted an intruder right away. Isn't that so, witness? Yes. I carry my trusty pocket torch for precisely such a task. I'd have noticed anything suspicious in an instant. What is it, Maya? I was looking at the evidence in the court record, and I get the feeling there's something funny about this testimony. You're saying that there's a contradiction? Yes. So that's all he has to say. Well, Nick, what do you think? We managed to get our hands on some new evidence, but pressing alone can only get us so far. Okay, let's see. That means it's time to present the evidence to the court. Now. Presenting the evidence to the court. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay. Present evidence. Compare what the witness is saying with the evidence in the courtroom. Let's see, and compared to the court record, sometimes they won't match up, and it means they're not telling the whole truth. Right! Thanks, Maya. Come on, you're making us look as if I'm the attorney here. Okay. Got it. So something that contradicts. We have to find that out. That's the hardest part about this game. Espella may be saying that she's guilty, but... that doesn't mean this witness is telling us the whole story. I need to uncover the truth by myself. Okay, so where could it be? Alright, I gotta adjust the volume, sorry. Okay, here we go. Alright, so new evidence. Let's take a look. We have the crime scene photo. Let's look at the details. Is there anything out of the ordinary? You got some... What is this? You can look at stuff? Can you, like, Professor Layton this stuff, or what? Shoes? What are shoes doing off? Is there anything in the box? The security light? I mean, you could press this stuff all day, but... Well, I mean, I don't know. Within seconds, let's see. Okay, keen ears latch onto something suspicious. Noises coming from the cargo hold. The only thing we have... Okay, let's go through that again. The only thing we have is a picture of the crime scene. Got it. So when he mentions the crime scene, I think that's his last statement. Okay, here we go. Within seconds, established there's nothing out of the order out of the crime scene. Okay, let's present this. Objection! You're saying that there was nothing out of order in the cargo hold. Well, that's a bit funny. Huh? The point is, one of the crates in the cargo hold appears to have been tampered with.
Objection!
Ah, that! The defendant must have smashed it with the pipe. Nothing odd about it. Please take a look at the crime scene photo. There's this broken crate where the fight took place, but also there's this other one. Dun dun dun. There's another crate here that seems kind of strange, don't you think? Ah. This crate, sitting quite a distance away from where the fight took place, appears to have been forced open. Isn't this the sort of thing the security guard should immediately notice? You testified that you established there was nothing out of the order at the crime scene. So how come you didn't notice something so obvious? Ugh! Nice. Order! That's certainly a serious oversight. Particularly for someone claiming to be an expert.
Objection!
Whether the witness is an expert or not bears no relevance to this case. What matters is that he saw the defendant hit the victim with a steel pipe. What you just said, I'm afraid I can't let that slide. Excuse me? I am an expert guard, focused, thorough, precise, a true professional. I have 1 billion hats. To prove it, I will testify once more. You're all dying to know why I ignored that one crate, huh? What? Very well, the witness shall continue his testimony. What excuse do you think he'll come up with, Nick? Who knows? I've got a bad feeling about this, though. What did he actually see? Witness testimony. Okay, so now they revise their testimony upon finding different evidence and stuff like that. Okay, so he's going to revise his testimony. We are actually going to take a break. We're pretty long in the episode, so I don't want these episodes to go past like 30-minute mark. So right now he's going to revise his testimony. We're going to hear it. We're going to find another contradiction, and then hopefully get a not guilty plea. Who knows? That's typically how the Phoenix Wright games work. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I definitely enjoyed it, and I can't wait to go back to this courtroom and finish this guy off and just see right through his lies. It's awesome. Anyway, go ahead and click on that like button if you enjoyed the video. Up above, right above me, right over here, is a link to the awesome Nintendo promotional video I did promoting Phoenix Wright, hashtag Team Wright. It's awesome. Go check it out. Other than that, guys, share the video with a friend, and by all means, click on that subscribe button for more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See ya.